Today I'm going to show you a simple contraption we built to protect a turtle nest from scavengers. Over the last few weeks I've stumbled upon scenes like this. Leathery eggshells scattered around a recently excavated small hole. It doesn't take a forensics expert to tell you what's going on here. A mama turtle dug a nest and laid her eggs, and then some scavenger came in and murdered all the baby turtles. I'm guessing some local trash pandas came in and cooked themselves up some baby turtle omelets. I know it's the circle of life, but I don't like it. Today, I've stumbled upon a western painted turtle in the act of laying her eggs. Her nest is in my orchard, about 20 feet from the pond. I'm going to engineer some sort of protective element to keep those coons out of the nest and give those baby turtles a chance to hatch. This is the perfect opportunity to repurpose some materials. I have some spare lumber and some old chicken wire, and so these materials will become the lens by which I brainstorm a solution. In the meantime, I secure a sturdy rectangular minnow trap over the nest for protection. This won't hurt anything because the eggs of this species of turtle incubate for a couple months before hatching, so I have plenty of time to craft a solution. Utilizing my spare lumber and chicken wire, I decide to build a Turtle Nest Protection Apparatus, or TNPA, or TNPA. No. It'll consist of a small wooden frame surrounding the nest, topped with a double layer of chicken wire to keep the scavengers from breaking in. Check out the schematic of the design. I've opted for a simple rectangular shape for the frame with an exit window that'll be facing the pond, which will be big enough for the baby western painted turtles to move through. These turtles are between the size of a nickel and a quarter, so an inch or so of space will be plenty of room for them to get out. I'll position the frame so the scavengers can't get to the nest simply by reaching through the window. Since I about got my face ripped off the last time I tried to measure a raccoon's forearm, I'm just going to estimate on the long side and make sure that window has plenty of distance from the nest. This frame will be 12 inches by 24 inches long. Tools and materials needed are spare 2x4s or whatever lumber you have on hand, a tape measure, chop saw, drill, screws, chicken wire, wire cutters, staple gun, tent stakes, and a hammer. I start by measuring and cutting two 24-inch 2x4s and two 9-inch 2x4s. I use these to build my rectangular frame as you would expect, but I turn one of the 9-inch 2x4s sideways to secure it to the rest of the frame. This side of the frame will double as the exit window for the baby turtles, and 1.5 inches of clearance will be plenty of room. And while Rocket the raccoon could easily fit his forearm through the window, it will be positioned 1.5 feet from the nest. Go find someone else's baby turtles to eat, Rocket. Actually, don't eat baby turtles, not even a little. After fashioning the frame, I grab my spare chicken wire and cut a piece that's 24 inches by 24 inches. I fold this over to create a double layer that is 12 by 24 inches, exactly the size we need for this build. After stapling the chicken wire to the frame, we're ready for installation. I position the Turtle Nest Protection Apparatus with the exit window towards the pond and as far from the nest as possible. At this distance, Rocket's going to need a go-go gadget long arm to reach those eggs. When in position, I anchor the apparatus in place with heavy tent stakes. Now, these western painted turtle babies will have the best possible chance of surviving until they hatch. If this video has been useful to you, please consider liking it and subscribing to the channel. See you next time.